Every day at the U.S. Department of Education, we work to strengthen and improve education for our students, their families, and our communities, and we do so in partnership with you and with others across our great nation. Today, we have a call to action for our education sector, alongside workforce and economic development, to reimagine education for careers, growing pathways to successful futures for all students. We know that we can and we must do better in preparing all of our young people for the careers of tomorrow so that they can, through pre-K through 12 and post-secondary education, explore their interests and possible futures, engage in authentic learning about careers and about their communities, and gain exposure to the world of work, all while getting a leg up on college credits and real-world work experience while still in high school. That's why the department is galvanizing a coalition of committed educators, employers, and community leaders to bring together pre-K through 12, higher education, and businesses at the local or regional level to co-create a reimagined approach to how students transition from high school through post-secondary and into careers. I'm excited to introduce the U.S. Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona, to share more about this. Over to you, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you for the introduction, Amy. This initiative is about reimagining pathways for all students so they can plot their course to a bright future. These days, we know that a high school diploma is no longer an automatic ticket to the middle class. In today's economy and into the future, post-secondary credentials are essential for success. So why would we allow any student to walk off the high school graduation stage without a solid on-ramp to a rewarding career? So we have work to do to ensure every student has a pathway to success, especially when the pandemic has widened gaps in post-secondary enrollment and attainment for communities of color, first-generation students, and students from low-income backgrounds. Right now, you're looking at someone who has experienced the value of career-connected learning firsthand. I'm a proud graduate of the Automotive Studies program at Wilcox Technical High School in Connecticut. That experience helped shape me. It informed my career as a teacher and as a leader. Career education shows students the why of their learning by demonstrating how. This has a motivating impact on students. It's an opportunity to work together so every student has equal access to college courses in high school, work-based learning experiences, credentials sought by industry, and career navigation. This initiative also builds on the proposed investment in career-connected high schools in President Biden's fiscal year 2023 budget. It signals the administration's and the department's continued promise to put students at the heart of our work and bring equal opportunity to our students. I hope that right now, a college president is listening and making a plan for how to expand dual enrollment programs to reach more students this fall. I hope that right now, an employer is listening and calls up the local high school principal to talk about launching a new internship program for next school year. And I hope that right now, a superintendent is listening and determining how to bring more career counselors into their high schools. We want to hear what you're planning, and we want to know how we can help. Let's seize this opportunity to create a new approach to serving students. Let's boldly transform our education system. Let's reimagine ways young people develop skills and earn credentials that lead to rewarding careers and thriving lives. Join us on this journey. Let's dream big together. Thank you.
To me, the true value behind career-connected learning is that it does so much more for students than just provide you a grade on your report card. Career-connected learning means building skill sets and, most importantly, confidence that students need to be job-ready from day one. And I know for a fact that I can say that that was the truth for me. I'm currently a law student, and in my law classes, we focus a lot on law enforcement scenarios and case law, both of which are things that usually would have taken me a long time to be able to experience. For example, recently in my classes, we did a handcuffing lab. We've done forensic testing. We've done mock trials where we experiment with case law. And each of those opportunities and concentrations that I've gotten to experience, dabble in, figure out whether I like or not, are usually things that would have taken me getting to actual law enforcement training to figure out. So the fact that I'm able to kind of figure out what I want out of my future and figure out what I enjoy doing years prior is incredible, and I know that students in other pathways experience the same thing. To me, the true value behind career-connected learning is that it gives students access to opportunities, equal access to opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise get till much later in life. And it helps us build the skill sets we need to be successful and stand out from other candidates.
Career-connected education has helped me achieve an understanding of what it means to not only hold a profession in the medical field, which I'm currently pursuing a career in, but to overall be a well-rounded individual and student who can interact with people of all different ages and backgrounds. Through career-connected education, I've gained an abundance of information through various courses offered at Apo High School and the Allied Health Pathway, which I am an ambassador for and a member.
My name is Ardella Webb. I'm currently a senior at William Penn High School, and I am in the agricultural pathway. Two benefits from this program is that you get hands-on experience with varieties of animals, goats, guinea pigs, chinchillas, chickens, and then you also get to practice vet medical techniques like drawing blood and checking the animal's temperature. My career-connected education helped me achieve industry skills, certifications, and employment skills to help boost my confidence into applying to Wilmington University to further my major in science and ag education to further educate future generations about agriculture.
Hi, my name is Josiah Fife. I am 14 years old and I'm in the 9th grade. A career connected to education can help me gain skills that I can use in life, such as critical thinking abilities and communication skills. As a student at St. George's, I have learned to embrace my skills and talents and not to be afraid of taking risks. I am a student in the Teacher Academy because I inspire working with little people and has always been a passion of mine. My career can help me in college because of the skills that I will learn and gain, and I can use those skills into my day-to-day life.
Career-connected education has helped my daughter in a way because it gives her a taste of the real world as far as learning responsibility to be and how to be a professional in a working environment. This also helps for them to confirm whether or not this is the path that they want to pursue in the future.
Hi, I'm Roberto Rodriguez, Assistant Secretary for Policy and Planning here at the U.S. Department of Education. In the wake of the pandemic, our education system and economy stand at a unique moment in time. If ever there is a time to reimagine pathways that lead to strong futures, it's now. We envision an education system where every single student leaves high school with college credit, career and college counseling, work-based learning experience, and an industry-sought credential. I'm excited to share more details about each of the core pillars of a career-connected education strategy. We believe these pillars will lead to a needed redesign of high school and that transition to college and to the workforce, one that better equips our students for success in today's economy. Getting there will take a comprehensive and strategic approach to integrate all 5 pillars into our education system so that it engages, supports, and prepares all students for success. To better match the ambitions of our students, our secondary schools can evolve to provide them greater agency in their learning and more opportunities to plan and prepare for what comes next after high school. It will definitely take change, moving beyond the status quo or at times the false choices that silo college pathways and career pathways in schools. A redesigned approach would integrate, blend, and braid coursework and learning experiences to support rigorous academic, post-secondary, and career preparation for all. This matters for every student. Let's provide all students with the chance to leave high school with college credits that gives them a jump start on their college path. And let's help all students benefit from experience, exposure, and learning with careers, through work-based learning opportunities to earn industry-recognized credentials, and strong advising. Accomplishing these goals will multiply the opportunities and options that students have for their future. The first pillar of this strategy rests on a belief that every student should have a pathway to college and the preparation that he or she needs through rigorous college prep courses to get a head start toward that path while still in high school. Let's give students greater opportunities to earn college credit early toward their future post-secondary path. At a moment when post-secondary enrollment is declining, dual enrollment represents an important tool to reconnect high school students with a pathway to college and career success. We know that students who participate in dual enrollment are significantly more likely to attend college and to go on to complete their degree. This is especially true for populations traditionally underrepresented in our higher education system. These opportunities can be most beneficial to students when they include core academic courses, such as freshman English or math courses, as well as courses aligned to careers. Students who leave high school with these college credits get a jump start on their post-secondary attainment. The second pillar of this strategy, work-based learning, supports students to gain the real-world knowledge, skills, exposure, and learning experiences that they'll need to enter and succeed in careers. Let's provide students the opportunity for sustained interactions with professionals in real workplace settings and offer first-hand engagement with a given career field. We're not talking here about working an after-school job, but instead learning experiences that complement and are closely connected to classroom instruction and core curriculum, helping students apply math, science, and technology, as well as humanities and the arts, in real-world settings, in and out of the classroom. High-quality work-based learning can also include paid internships, pre-apprenticeships, or cooperative education experiences. The third pillar, industry credentials, helps students make progress toward earning in-demand and industry-recognized credentials that can give them a leg up in today's workforce. Historically, we've relied on a high school diploma as the sole destination for high school graduation, an achievement that verified students had the skills to succeed in quality middle-class jobs. Today, we know we need that high school diploma aligned to college readiness, but we also need more. Let's provide students opportunities to work toward industry credentials that will help position them for in-demand jobs, regionally and nationally, allowing our graduates to launch their careers faster. They work best for students when they can be stacked together, building toward an associate's or a bachelor's degree in their desired field. Pillar 4, college and career advising and navigation, is intended to equip students with better information and guidance to make thoughtful decisions, and ultimately to lay the groundwork and plans for what comes next after high school. Let's provide every student the opportunity to explore careers related to their interests. And a career counselor in every high school, which is a priority for Secretary Cardona, to lend invaluable guidance about the steps toward college and career. A career counselor can ensure that courses students complete are aligned to post-secondary credentials and degrees that bring real value in the workforce. Strong examples of career navigation in action also incorporate career exploration, social-emotional supports, and experiences that build learning and skills in problem-solving, in communication and collaboration throughout a student's journey. The fifth and final pillar, systems, strategies, and capacity building, is about creating a system that eliminates transition barriers and develops new capacities and capabilities to support the success of students. Let's blur the lines and break down the silos between high school, college, and career in new and innovative ways. The redesign of our high schools and post-secondary transitions requires developing strong partnerships between educators and employers. It also requires rethinking structures of instruction and providing professional learning and support for educators. Aligning our education system strategically with the workforce and economic development demands has the potential to serve our students better. We at the Department of Education are committed to supporting this strategy and working with partners across government, education, nonprofit, and private sectors to build a new secondary and post-secondary experience worthy of our students' ambitions. Let's work together to redesign, reimagine, and innovate to improve high school, college, and career preparation for all of our students. Thank you.
Career-connected education provides students with educational relevance. That leads to increased classroom management and engagement, the desire to accomplish work-based learning internships, the reality for our school of a game-changing graduation rate increase, and the completion of passion projects that set a student on a pathway to understanding the value of 21st century skills. At Kansas City High School, we foster an environment where all courses are directly related to success in both a career and in higher ed. We're the #1 public high school in Colorado for per capita early college attainment. 90% of our 200 graduates in the class of 2022 will graduate with college credit, 6 of them with associate's degrees, and more than 50 of them with 50 credits or more. How do we do it? Essentially, almost half of our staff here at the high school has achieved master's degrees in content area or certification in career and technical education, allowing them to become adjunct professors with the local community college. Our students also earn the most industry standard certifications in Colorado. Last year, our student population of 950 students earned 462 certifications. These documents allow them to work immediately in higher than service industry wage opportunities while continuing their education. Further, our high school joins only a few in the state to require work-based internships for every student before they graduate. Each student must complete 60 hours of training with a local business partner of their choosing. This course is often the very popular choice of our seniors and juniors at our school. Why? Because whether they love it or hate it, they recognize that what they learn allows them to make a wise career choice long before they spend the time and the resources necessary to become that person. Finally, students at Kansas City High School must present a capstone project at the end of their experience. These passion projects are typically focused within the student's chosen career field. They're mentored by the internship employer, and they often lead to direct hiring into the companies that they serve. Sometimes, especially in rural Colorado, we lament the unequal education opportunities for our youth. We claim that it leads to less vital education or youth migration away from our small towns workforce. In Cañon City, we celebrate our education because everybody in the community gets to participate in it. The employers of our community clamor for more opportunities to work with our interns and hire them to modernize both of their business practices as well as their workforce. No matter where a student ends up in the post-secondary experience, if they already possess higher education credit, industry standard certification, workforce experience, and a focus on what education can bring to the table, they're ultimately going to be more successful. If you'd like to know more about our school's programs, please use the QR code reader and go directly to our school's website where you'll find information detailing every part of our program. Thank you very much.
Sonia Christian, Chancellor, Kern Community College District in the Central Valley of California. We have created pathways for students from high school through college and into careers. We partner with high schools to make sure that every student completes a college education plan and enrolls in college classes, accelerating their time to earning a post-secondary credential that will get them a good job. We also partner with business and industry to provide students with meaningful work-based learning opportunities connected to careers, and to ensure that the pathways and programs we offer respond to employer needs and will result in our students being able to launch rewarding careers. In our Guided Pathways model, we make sure that all students have career information, advising, and navigation support through a high-tech, high-touch approach. Community colleges are essential leaders in growing pathways to success for students, and here at Kern CCD, where we serve rural students, first-generation college-going students, students of color, and students from low-income backgrounds, we prioritize pathways that lead to more equitable outcomes for all of our students. At Kern, we are reimagining and redesigning how educators, employers, and partner organizations collaborate to transform students' lives, build the future of our region's economy, and strengthen our communities.
Hi, my name is Alison Londoño Ceballos. I was a former student at Mitchell Community College and a current student at UNC Charlotte. While I was at Mitchell, career-connected education really helped me choose the path I really wanted to be on. I knew I wanted to be an engineer, but I didn't know what kind of engineer I wanted to be. While being at Mitchell and a high school student, because I was in an early college program called CCTL, they both gave me great advice, and I eventually chose to be a mechanical engineer. CCTL is a great place to be at if you really want to get the first 2 years free, and also if you really don't know what college and university is like. That's what they're there for. They're there to guide you and give you great advice, which is what I needed as a first-gen student because I didn't know what was expected at the college and university side. And CCTL really helped me and gave me great advice and guided me through those steps.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Gross, and I'm a student at Augustana University in South Dakota. Career-connected learning gave me real-world experiences and helped me discover my passion for education. In high school, I was a member of the Career and Technical Student Organization FCCLA, which gave me the opportunity to explore different career pathways. For one of my FCCLA projects, I wrote a puppet show about dental health and presented it to families in my community. I turned my puppet show into a children's book, and my elementary school art teacher drew the illustrations. We sold copies of the book and donated 100% of the profits to dental charities. My favorite part of this experience was visiting schools to talk about dental health, so I decided to become a teacher. I'm currently a senior in college, finishing my education degree. FCCLA helped me find my passion and make a difference.
My name is Dr. Joseph Frushi, and I'm one of the very few New York State certified cybersecurity career and technical educators teaching with the New York City Department of Education at Staten Island Technical High School. I know firsthand that career-connected education provides students with opportunities to meet the demands and challenges of the 21st century. Through cooperative, collaborative, and hands-on learning, students are developing and applying those skills needed to succeed in the career paths in which they choose to explore. Through this process, students are building those critical and analytical thinking skills that colleges and employers are looking for. I can also attest that students leaving my classroom will leave with Microsoft, Amazon, and/or CompTIA IT certifications that employers are desperately seeking their job candidates to have, as well as colleges potentially providing college credit for those certifications. This is why I believe career-connected education will give students those opportunities to learn what they love doing without the pressure and stress that some students are facing today. Thank you.
My name is Yusuf Salahuddin. I attend William Penn High School in the Computer Science pathway, which is a career-connected education which helped me achieve marketable technical skills, which also helped me achieve internships. And after high school, I am attending the University of Delaware, majoring in computer engineering.
Hi, my name is Rick LaFerrier, Lead Director of Workforce Initiatives at CVS Health. Our team partners with a number of community-based organizations and educational institutions to provide work-based experiences to students across the country. We're constantly looking for unique and innovative ways to help bring students into the workforce through hands-on experiences and through working with hiring leaders and subject matter experts in our own company to help prepare students for the workforce. We believe there's a solution to doing things in a way that allows students to immerse themselves fully in the world of work, and we'd love to see more of it across the country. So we're here to support any effort by the U.S. Department of Education to provide students with more access to work-based learning. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zaria Callum. I'm 17 years old and I attend Del Castle Technical High School. Career-connected education helped me achieve my dream of becoming one step closer to my ultimate goal of becoming an award-winning movie producer. As a student at Del Castle Technical High School, I'm studying in the Digital Media Career Program, and I have been accepted into the University of Southern California, majoring in Cinema and Media Studies. My background in a career-focused high school has helped me get a head start on my goals and has prepared me for college and career.
Career-connected education is the opportunity for students to get on-the-job learning before they're actually on the job. I know the program I'm in currently, Automotive and Manufacturing, has given me the chance to learn those skills that I'll use day one if I actually go into that career. Now, I actually got an internship for manufacturing in an avionics field. Because I want to go into aerospace, it's the perfect opportunity for me to learn about the field in general and get those skills that will be helpful for when I actually pursue a career in that in a greater capacity, like engineering or so.
Hi, I'm Rick Metters, Vice President of Regional Public Affairs at Fidelity Investments. Fidelity believes that everyone should be empowered to shape their financial futures and improve their lives. Much of Fidelity's employee volunteerism and community involvement concentrates on providing access and opportunities to underserved communities, with a focus on Black and Brown youth. Our commitment to career-connected learning and creating robust career pathways includes internships, financial education programs, job shadow days, and our technologists even built an online platform for students and teachers to connect them to a variety of work-based learning experiences. We encourage other concerned corporate citizens to get involved. Your involvement of time, talent, and dollars will yield impressive results and many great futures. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Secretary of Commerce Gina Raimondo, and it is my pleasure to join you to mark the launch of the new Pathways Initiative. Here at Commerce, we have one overarching goal: to improve America's competitiveness so that our workers and companies can succeed in the global economy. From day one, the Biden administration has understood that meeting the demands of our modern tech-driven economy and keeping American competitive means that we must invest in our workforce. Our efforts are paying off. Under President Biden's watch, the economy has added over 8 million jobs. But there's more to do to address the labor shortage and ensure Americans have access to the good, high-paying jobs of the future. Millions of workers are sitting on the sidelines of our economy or on the sidelines of industries that desperately need their talent. That includes women and people of color who are too often not given the opportunities to work in high-tech, high-demand, high-wage industries. We need better, more integrated, highly effective job training that brings employers to the table and reimagines the connection between K-12 education and the workforce. And our systems need to be totally revamped with an eye towards equity. That's why the Commerce Department is thrilled to partner with the Departments of Education and Labor on the Pathways Initiative to help build career pathways for students from classrooms to good jobs in regional economies. In doing so, we will increase opportunities for students to earn industry credentials, receive work-based learning experiences, and obtain college credit while still in high school. By working together to make these investments and build sustainable pipelines that lead to good jobs, we can translate short-term growth into long-term prosperity for all Americans, including women, people of color, and those from underserved communities. I'm so excited for us to get to work. Thank you.
Hello, this is Secretary of Labor Marty Walsh, and I'm thrilled to celebrate the launch of this exciting new initiative in partnership with the Departments of Education and Commerce. I'd like to thank Secretary Cardona and Secretary Raimondo for their leadership. This is a great step forward in our shared mission to improve outcomes and create opportunities for young people. A growing economy is driving employers to innovate in how they identify and invest in the next generation of talent. And the bipartisan infrastructure law has begun to rebuild our communities. So we must be focused on rebuilding a strong, secure, and inclusive middle class. And we must be focused on advancing equity. We can break down barriers to good jobs and careers across our economy by creating more high-quality paths to success for our young people. And that's what this initiative is all about. We'll be able to expand apprenticeships that work with K-12 and post-secondary schools to give young people the opportunity to experience new careers. Apprenticeship is a powerful tool. It's a well-supported, high-quality pathway to careers in technology, advanced manufacturing, finance, healthcare, and much more. And it's a tool that this administration is dedicated to expanding. Working together across the President's cabinet, we can create good access to good jobs in every community by bringing the key partners together to build complete pipelines. We can create pre-apprenticeships and youth apprenticeship pathways that start in public schools all across America. And we can connect with community colleges to continue these pathways as they turn into good careers. So I'm excited about this initiative. It's an important part of our plan to help increase the number of registered apprenticeships and provide young people pathways to long-term, secure careers. Young people are the future of our workforce in our country. It's our collective responsibility to give them every opportunity they need to thrive. I want to thank everyone again who is working to make this possible. Thank you.
Our students deserve meaningful and rewarding pathways to success that will create vibrant futures for our communities. And like never before, right now is our moment to truly reimagine how we might build, strengthen, and integrate the bridges and the pathways between learning and careers. The Department of Education wants to encourage you to consider what actions you might take right now, large and small, through policy, practice, and partnerships to create sustainable systems of career and college pathways to success. Whether you're expanding dual enrollment offerings, or you're forging collaborations across business and industry and education to support youth work-based learning and apprenticeship, or whether you're providing industry credentials in classrooms or adding intensive career counseling and navigation supports for students, or maybe you're building a local coalition of cross-sector partners to co-create and advance your community's vision and your community's goals, or any other exciting developments that grow pathways to success for students, well, we want to hear about it. Please keep in touch with us. Let us know, 1, what are the exciting innovations and pathways that span secondary, post-secondary, and careers that we should know more about? And 2, how can we, as the U.S. Department of Education, or as the Biden-Harris administration more broadly, be of service to you as you're doing the hard work of reimagining and transforming how young people engage in education and workforce development through growing pathways to success? You can reach us at the email address pathways@ed.gov. That's pathways@ed.gov if you'd like to follow up with us. We truly want to learn from, collaborate with, and support you in this important space. Thank you so much for your leadership, for your commitment to our young people and their families and our communities, for your commitment to our current and future workforce and economy and the vitality of our nation. We're so grateful for all that you do.